Hey guys, welcome back to Amy's Love and Light Tarot. Today we're doing Libra and Love, and if you would like your own personal reading after hearing this, the details will be in the description box below. Alright, so the first card that we had come out was the Three of Pentacles, and this is telling me that you and your partner at this particular time are growing together. It's a time of learning each other and figuring out how to live together. If you are single, though, at this time, it indicates that someone you like has also noticed you, and you might meet them through work or school if you're still in school, which I'm thinking probably not, but it could be someone who you just met at school. Also, I want to say really quick, this is the Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore. If anybody is interested in purchasing these cards, they are amazing. I got them off of Amazon. Absolutely love them. So that's the back of them. Okay, anyway, so 10 of Wands. This is talking about this relationship has become very burdened. You're overworked in your relationship. Your partner could be taking you for granted. You could be saddled with pretty much all the responsibilities in the relationship. The fun has basically gone out of your relationship because you're too overburdened. You're probably giving too much. Actually, this also talks about feeling obligated, duty-bound. It's just a really uphill battle. Like, this person looks so exhausted. And you might not be old. You could just be feeling old because of all the burdens you're carrying around on your shoulders. This could also indicate if you're single, you don't make the time for dating, or you feel you can't because you're too stressed out and overburdened with other things in your life. This could be the virus that we're dealing with right now. But if you want love in your life, as a single person, this is indicating you need to make time for it. Set your burdens down, that sort of thing. Reversed Six of Pentacles. There is a lack of balance in this relationship, as has already been indicated. Someone's dominating the other person. They could be abusing you, or they could be abusing their power over you, or you over them. I feel like this is them, though. But someone is becoming too subservient to the other person. They're taking too much and they're not giving enough back. And this is creating serious problems in your relationship. If you're single, this can indicate you're just greedy. You could be mean towards potential partners because of trust issues from like the past that you've had. This also indicates barriers, not being open or kind in your approach to your potential partners. But this is also indicating to keep your eyes open to the possibility of meeting someone new that you can trust, but don't allow yourself to be played. So the Strength card is what came out next in this reading. To me, this is just telling me if you're in a relationship that you have the strength to overcome this trying time, or you have the strength to deal with these burdens, to overcome it. If you're single, it could mean that you're going to meet someone who's maybe a little on the wild side. You're probably going to want to tame them a little bit. But this says to do it gently and don't try to dominate them. Okay, the Hangman came out next. Because of what you've come through in this relationship, I feel that this means that you're really unhappy. You could be thinking about pulling away from this relationship if you haven't already. This Hangman can indicate a time of just holding off from making any decisions in your relationship. So you could be like kind of stagnant because you don't know which way to go yet. Maybe you're hoping for things to get better like they were in the beginning. But this is also indicating that you're just really unhappy. This is also telling me that you're pretty much the only person keeping yourself in this relationship. So if you want to leave, you have the ability to do it, even if you feel like you don't. There is a way out. If you're single, this is saying that you need to remove your thought patterns, your negative thought pattern. Remove them, excuse me. Remove the negative thought patterns you've had from an ex that probably didn't treat you right, because I feel like there's a need for healing. If that resonates with you, and you need to heal yourself so that you don't bleed the negative thought patterns and distrust onto somebody else who comes in. So we have reversed 8 of Wands. Your relationship is not progressing. Once again, it's in stagnant mode. It's just not going the way you wanted. There's no romance anymore. If you're single, this talks about meeting someone who you're initially infatuated with, but your relationship may turn sour and you'll begin to dislike this person quite a lot. The next card that came out was the 5 of Pentacles. You could be dealing with outside factors that are affecting this relationship, which could be something to do with the virus. But someone is definitely suffering and maybe considering a separation or a divorce. Definitely feeling left out in the cold. If you're single, you may be feeling rejected at the moment. Feeling like you're getting the cold shoulder by someone you liked. And you could be feeling isolated and lonely. Again, that could have to do with the virus isolating us, because we're not supposed to be congregating together. However, I feel like you're going to meet somebody who's going to come in. This is an indication of somebody coming in. A knight coming in on his steed, who's stable, solid, and wants a committed relationship as well. He's going to be loyal, patient, protective. You may see him as your knight in shining armor. If you're single at this point, this is where you're at a point where you're stable and you're ready for a commitment. Or you're ready for a commitment from someone who you're seeing, possibly that maybe it's moved kind of slowly. But you also need to be prepared that this partner who's coming in, that you understand their drive and that you have the same type of goals, because it may not work out as well if you don't. So this new person is coming in probably towards the end of your relationship, because then we do have the Death card, and this is endings and new beginnings. So this is just bringing an ending to an older relationship, letting go of negative thought patterns, letting go of this negative relationship you've been in, and there's a new beginning that's coming in. The Knight of Cups was the next card to come out. This was the outcome. And this card signifies a very positive outlook in love. Someone who's bringing you their cup of love. And they're very deeply... I feel like it's this person. That could be an earth sign. This could be a water sign. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or they could just have that in their chart. Water signs are Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers. So you could be dealing with any of those, or just someone who has that in their chart. But this is telling me someone who is deeply emotional about you, that has possibly been hiding their love from you at this point, but that they are coming in with this love offer, and they want a deeper commitment in love, and it could be deepening to like an engagement and possible marriage. And if you're single, this is saying that someone is going to be coming into your life and sweeping you off your feet. We have King of Cups that came out next. You're finding a lot of emotional fulfillment with this person. Petty arguments barely happen. This could be someone they could be older than you, or vice versa. But this person is mature. They're very generous with their love, their time, and their money with you, and with their emotions. And I think that you feel very complete with this person. We have Queen of Pentacles that came out next. This is someone who's very much in her element, and I mean, I have to mention the King and Queen of Pentacles. You guys are stable, you're mature, you're committed, you're loyal, you're faithful. Just a lot of stability. So I feel like you probably went from a relationship that wasn't very stable. And now you are in a relationship with somebody who's your match. But this is talking about you're going to feel confident and secure in your relationship. You could be enjoying the finer things in life. And this person is usually very kind and confident, generous. They're loyal, they're nurturing, very welcoming person. If you're single, this is saying that you could afford to be very selective when you're choosing a partner. So don't just choose anybody. And oh my God, I can't think of it. The absolute outcome of this is the Sun. So the Sun is the best card to get, and you have great joy and happiness in this relationship. You're having fun together in this relationship. This speaks of being open. Oh my God. This is talking about being open and honest with each other, and that you guys are probably on your way to getting married if you haven't already. And if you're single, this indicates that there is a great relationship that's coming your way. And also this is an indication of someone getting pregnant. So if you're not wanting to get pregnant, pick up that Trojan man. All right, so we have some oracles that came out, and I just wanted to mention this reading could be past, present, or future. The oracle cards, I feel like they're talking about the past, or maybe what you're presently going through, because we have the Sun in the very end of this reading. So I feel like maybe you haven't reached that point yet, but it is going to be coming into you. All right, so we have... Oh, you know what? I think I'll read the Hidden Oracles first. This is by All Things Intuitive, and I picked quite a few. And again, this could be you or... Excuse me. This could be you or them who's thinking this. I feel like this is the past person. I feel like they might have been very narcissistic because you were heavily burdened and you were carrying the relationship. They know they messed everything up. They probably blamed it on you as well. Just being near you is intoxicating. That could be the new person. Or that could be you thinking about your new person. I feel like that's the old person. But I mean, honestly, you would know better than me. I almost feel like that's you. Like you probably didn't want to let them go. Like that's you too. Someone could have cheated. It could have been a deception. This could have been you as well. If you were in a narcissistic relationship, you probably did lose who you were. They should feel that because you're moving on to better options. I feel like this could be the new person, but it could also be you. Like you could still be in the process of getting rid of the older person or the person that isn't for you before you come into this new person, this King of Cups. I think you did probably love them unconditionally. I don't think it was reciprocated though. Oh yeah, wasn't I just saying they blamed you? Hopefully you are. So it could be, you could be listening to a lot of music right now, and it could be reminding you of them. You could have come closer to the past person, like their shield that they had up. You could have gotten a lot closer than most people do with them. So yeah, they're definitely listening to music as well, even if you're yeah. Almost like this is a new person though. No, you know what? It could be, if you're in the middle of this, you could still want your ex. So definitely a spiritual lesson here. Okay. And that makes sense if you haven't healed from that relationship yet. All right, we have... Oh my gosh. I put the book right here. Okay, so for this particular card, releasing allegiances? Allegiances? Oh my gosh. I think that's how you say that. So this is talking about you have completed many cycles in your vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to the outmoded frequency. It is time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love and empowerment and peace into your life. And you would take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new, a new connection, a new relationship, and a new life experience at a higher turn of the spiral of life. But first, you trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself, and perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy was diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and created self-expression, and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. Perhaps you have been diving so deep into the creative waters that you have lost your bearings, or your energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing and holding and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a while, for some quality time with you. And you may emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and the ability to love consciously and healthfully is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant in your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it, and you will feel most clearly when you have some time to yourself in reconnection. If you have been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, or joining a group, starting a project, or settling aside time to focus on inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. There is a situation that has arisen and will arise soon where you will need to get back to yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground. Stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, it doesn't feel right for you. It is not for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past, is important. It is highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Wow. So the next one that came out for you guys was trust yourself. I think that's relatively pretty obvious what that means. This is Oracle is telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. Applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. The next one that came out was be the hunter, don't be hunted. So if you are dominated by somebody in a relationship, I feel like that's what this is going to be talking about in a way. The ability to hear what is not spoken and see what is hidden in darkness. Trust what you feel beyond appearances. The power and magic of the owl is working with you, and Mother Nature is by your side, assisting you in navigating the current life transition into a new way of being. Be more honest. The more honest your response without unleashing, oh my gosh. The more honest your response, without the need to be aggressive or apologetic, the more energy you will be unleashing from unhealthy patterns into the fresh new course of your life now wants to take. Okay. This is a powerful time for you, no matter how seemingly small or how apparently dramatic events around you appear to be. Know that you are stepping into a new phase of empowerment. From that place, a new freedom and self-love will emerge. The shock of the new. Perhaps when this person comes in, you're shocked. Because before that person came in, you were out in the cold. He's literally the next person that came in. And, I mean, it's like summertime. It's warm. Warmth just kind of oozes from the Pentacle card. And you're definitely feeling chilly here. Out in the cold. So the shock of the new. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats and bursts forth as novel ideas, changes in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Feel free, fall into it. The oracle of shock of the new comes to you saying the old way is on its way out. You're being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coursed into the new, and you can handle it. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life, and this is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You are being asked to dispense with your reliance on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods, and you will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways to be. Life will show you the way. Defend to the end the worthwhile. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be an emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life, and it may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you are contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing. Too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile. So hold tight. Ask to help through the healing, through your healing process, and stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are. Defend to the end all that is worthwhile. The oracle card gains even more significance For you, if you have also drawn the new birth, guarded vigilantly in your... and we did not, so that does not apply. Okay. The next one that came out for you guys was Bring It Into Form. Feel assured that your path of success is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations. It might happen in ways that surprise you and others, but it will happen. It is meant to be. If you have not drawn... that doesn't apply. Okay. This oracle also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes. Okay, next one was Diving for Light. So this one is a spiritual test and a threshold for all new creative work. You must stay in your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of hate, anger, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened of them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against the darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. I mean, that could be a relationship. You could be trying to heal somebody who's had a really terrible past, and really they have to heal themselves because you can't heal them. They have to do it themselves. There is a darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. Oh my God. The tarot literally said that. So this is just another verification. For no other reason, you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more easily than usual, unable to rest, or is just too much effort to exercise or take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. It is time to end that now from a place of compassion. Restore and replenish was the next card that came out. So I feel like this is really about taking care of yourself, leaving the relationship that's probably put you in a very depressed and cold feeling. This is an oracle that talks about you are in an important transition phase between one level of experience and the next. If you feel that you are treading water and in some sort of purgatory, somewhere between old life and new life, then this particularly applies to you. If you can't quite break into the level you are reaching for, have faith. You are just taking a breather between races. Soon you will have the power and energy you need to reach for the next level and succeed. If you have been considering a new endeavor or have recently started one, this oracle brings a message of encouragement. Yes, this is a good step forward for you. You might be worried that you are taking on too much. You are encouraged to take time out to rest and rebalance yourself, but you are supported in your need for new and different experiences to refresh your spirit. You may let some of these new endeavors go once you have gained what you need from them. However, they are useful now. Trust yourself and know that you are working consciously to meet your own needs, and this is healthy and good. Let's see here. If you have been under the weather, you will soon be well again. If you have been working on healing your body, mind, or soul, this oracle comes with your assurance that what you are doing is working and bringing you benefit. Even if you are yet to experience the full extent of that benefit, continue with your work and know that you are indeed healing. I mean, that could be the virus thing too. Spirals of manifestation. All right. There is no point rushing to the bus stop. If you are way too early, you are just wasting your time. Better to live your life at a more appropriate pace and get there at the right time. You don't need the anxiety that comes from rushing towards your destiny. Try not to worry quite so much about the future. You will attract what you want and need so much more enjoyably if you relax and deal with the here and now. Remember, too, that your life path is unfolding in harmony with the paths of others, and you will meet with each other for the greatest benefit when you trust in the flow of one great creative spiral upon which this galaxy spins. Everything is ultimately in harmony with everything else to fulfill the great big creative intent of the supreme creative force of love. You're included, and you're included in that. Try not to worry so much about the future. Do not give in to those who tell you it should have happened already or that you have failed, for they are suffering from a lack of patience and understanding, as well as arrogant assumption that their notion of timing is somehow superior to the greater divine timing at play in life. You are in perfect synchronicities that are taking place in your life, and you probably have already started to notice that. We have inspiration. You are a vehicle of inspiration to many. You are meant to think and do things differently. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different, that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas, and that they're not special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universe. You are being asked to believe and recognize the significance of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges. This indicates sweet success like abundant honey is coming your way through your commitment to and developing the idea of what you have already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end and believe. So if this is a relationship, that is absolutely what's coming in. And it seems like there's the sun shining, and that is the sun that came out. This is abundance in your life. Abundance in love, happiness, in pretty much everything. You're going to feel very fulfilled. What is already with you is the last card that was pulled. Oh, let's see what this one... Oops. You are more ready than you think you are, and you're more prepared than you realize. You don't need an entire army of resources to move ahead, although you may find that when you do move, many resources suddenly become apparent. All you need in this moment is just one sweet act of nourishment. That is enough to take you out of backwards nostalgia or regret and forwards into the awakening forwards into what is awaiting you now. Be brave and dig deep within and enjoy the sweet surrender. Because as you do that, I think you do bring in this, the King of Cups. You bring in the stability by doing that, and you bring in the sun and abundance in your life, and you are going to have that stability in your life that you want. Everything, it's just going to be wonderful. This is what you have to look forward to if you haven't got there yet. All right, guys, if you'd like your own personal reading, details are in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if it resonated. Please let me know if you got any advice from this. And thank you for letting me read for you. Bye.